Thanks for joining us for Your Voice, Your Stories. I'm Cara Burnett. Each week, we highlight important issues impacting your community and introduce you to people working to make our neighborhoods better. Here's what we got for you tonight. Transforming downtown Baltimore, Mayor Scott's 10-year plan for the area, and what some of you are saying about it.
Autism advocates praise a new state law requiring schools to tell parents when their child tries to wander away.
But first, he's a Baltimore native who went down the wrong path early in life, but ended up finding a way. Today, he's an activist, an entrepreneur, and an author with a new book that he hopes will help people look at fixing violent crime through the lens of mental health.
These days, Kevin Sherd is walking with intention, like he's exactly where he's supposed to be. Confident that what he's holding in his hands can change lives for the better, but humbled by the long road he took to get here.
It was one way in and one way out. It's been a 10 to 12 year journey with this project. Now, after all the research I've done, after the life I've lived in Baltimore, evolving from the streets, evolving into an activist and advocate, this is information that people need to read and understand.
As a young man, his life began spiraling in the wrong direction, and fast.
I started dealing drugs at 16 years old. It just led to bigger and bigger and bigger, and then I ended up in federal prison. In total, I was 12 years in prison.
But he'll tell you, if it wasn't for his time behind bars, he wouldn't be here with the words to put in this book, A Life for a Life.
It's a deep, deep story. It's 2 tracks. It's the track of my life, and it's the track that the gentleman is now serving life in prison.
The story follows the paths of Kevin and his former cellmate, Damian Neal. The pair bonded over facing similar struggles.
So he was from East Baltimore. Exact same type of neighborhoods, poverty-stricken, drug-infested, crime-ridden. Exact same environment, just on the east side of Baltimore.
They were also bonded by their hope for better days.
Getting a good job, being around your loved ones, being back in the community, right? When you have no plans, those plans are beautiful plans.
Now, Kevin didn't realize it at the time, but they were 2 men at a crossroads. That's why he was so shocked to find out that after leaving prison, the man he once called friend was capable of murder.
He killed his ex-girlfriend and her new boyfriend while they were in bed together.
Confused by what happened, Kevin took it upon himself to figure out where it all went wrong. And the deeper he dug, the more trauma he uncovered.
Some of the difference was he had a crack-addicted mother, a heroin-addicted father, and a father who was HIV positive.
Factors like these helping him connect the dots between mental health and violence. And as the pages were coming together, Kevin started processing his own PTSD.
I almost got killed on that corner right up there in the shootout with a guy in broad daylight.
Being here brings it all back, but now he can take it in and really feel it.
While I was writing that scene in the book, tears started coming out my eyes because I totally forgot about it. But back then, things is moving so fast. You go from that shootout to another shootout to another beef to another beef.
It just becomes normal.
It's normalized. Yeah. Normalized violence.
And these are the conditions he believes young people who are turning to violence are still being faced with.
They're 15, 16 years old. You want to lock them up and throw away the key. That don't make a whole lot of sense. But if we don't understand them, it does make a lot of sense. The reality is we got a lot of people here in the city struggling that really need help. And I'm hoping that this book opens that conversation and normalizes the conversations around mental health like we're doing right now.
In Baltimore, Randall Newsom, WMAR 2 News.
I'm Jack Watson in Timonium. Autism advocates are praising a new state law requiring schools to tell parents when their child tries to wander away.
There was a lot of stuff that I didn't know, and I felt like parents should know, and I took the step to allow parents to know.
In 2024, it was an unspeakable tragedy for Brittany Bledsoe. Her 3-year-old son, Ace, wandered away and drowned in a Montgomery County apartment pool. The next year, she helped lobby Annapolis for a law named after her son. ACE's law requires schools to tell a parent or guardian the same day a child wanders or elopes, leaving the classroom or the campus without permission. Greater peace of mind for parents as they send their children to school.
So if your kid is at school and wandering, you should know that. if they're wandering at school. I feel like every parent should know if their kid is wandering at school, because they might wander at school and not at home.
It also requires that wandering and elopement be addressed in the IEP, which is the Individualized Education Program for students with disabilities, if they exhibit wandering and elopement behavior.
Shelley McLaughlin is program director for Pathfinders for Autism with its offices in Timonium. She points out the law applies regardless of whether a student has a disability. For children with autism, half of whom elope, it's a matter of grave importance.
This should help improve the communication between schools and parents and really works to enhance the safety for all students.
McLaughlin says 70% of elopement deaths are drownings and encourages folks to take their little ones to swim lessons, working to make folks better aware of safety resources.
We are trying to encourage families to start putting strategies in place before elopement behaviors as a precaution, because elopement can begin at any age.
I feel like it should be obviously nationwide, but we got it in Maryland, and that's the biggest step we can take right now.
Maryland public and non-public schools are subject to the new law, including the Maryland School for the Blind and School for the Deaf. It went into effect over summer break on July 1st, making this the first school year it'll be in effect. In Timonium, Jack Watson, WMAR 2 News.
Whether people are walking, driving, or running, downtown Baltimore is always a busy hub. While many enjoy the area, some people tell me there's still some things that could be better. Driana Gilmore says she sees a lack of entertainment.
It's not a lot of stuff to do, so just more places to have fun and do things, and also the water. It's like the water is dirty, it's not, a lot of clean stuff.
Kyra Sean wants more activities for the youth and better public transportation.
There's a lot of places to shop, there's a lot of places to eat, but not so much things to keep them busy and things for them to do. The train, for example, is simply like county, west, and downtown. It doesn't incorporate any other part of the city.
Yobi Badada wants more affordable parking.
It's kind of crazy. Like you want people to come here, you're not seeing enough people, and then you still see the parking rates being very expensive.
But they're not the only ones looking to improve downtown. Tuesday, Mayor Brandon Scott releasing the draft of Downtown Rise, a 10-year master plan for downtown. The master plan outlining how the city will, quote, build a more vibrant, walkable, and welcoming downtown. The vision's built on 4 pillars. 1, creating a connected downtown with pedestrian access to sports, entertainment, and arts. 2, re-envisioning Pratt Street as a community main street. 3, maximizing equity and choice in transportation. And 4, investing in the pedestrian experience to promote safety. Gilmore applauds the mayor's effort.
We're trying to better the city and, make more people be able to come together and, help out around the city and just make it look better overall.
But Rashawn remains skeptical about the plan's focus on pedestrian access.
It's pretty accessible. What are we accessing? That's my biggest question.
In Baltimore, Raven Payne, WMAR 2 News.
What started out as just cooking in a dorm room became a full-fledged business for one chef. I'm Janae Wright, and Chef Mimah uses this food truck to introduce people to authentic Nigerian cuisine. While studying to become an attorney in college, Jemima Yakubu discovered a passion she had for cooking after she would make food for her friends at school. So she started her food truck business.
I put law school on hold because this was really my dream. I wanted to kind of start the business and get it to where I want it to be, and then head back into law school and eventually become an attorney.
Mimah's African cuisine first opened in 2023, and her food truck features some popular Nigerian dishes like jollof rice and egusi.
I basically wanted to share Nigerian cuisine with people in places where Nigerian cuisine isn't really accessible.
But she didn't want just one part of town having access to her food.
Which is why I actually started a food truck instead of like a restaurant or like a carry-out. But I wanted to take this everywhere to different places so people can, so I could actually take the food to the people.
In the last 2 years, she has had her truck at many events, including festivals like AFRAM and others in Baltimore City. She says the best part is finding people who are new to the cuisine.
It's always exciting to hear from people who haven't actually tried Nigerian food before.
And even while business is doing good, she has not left behind her dream of being an attorney. Instead, she plans to do both.
I do part-time paralegal work for a law firm, and I do my food truck on the rest of the days when I'm not working at that law office. But long term, I want to become an attorney, but I'm going to keep my business going. And I eventually want to have more food trucks in different parts of Maryland.
And Yakubu says moving from Nigeria to America and being able to get an education, start a business, and chase after other goals has been the definition of the American dream. Janae Wright, WMAR 2 News.
Watching WMAR 2 News, part of the Scripps News Group.
Welcome back to Your Voice, Your Stories. Here's a look at what's still ahead.
I've never really met people that had sickle cell like me, so I was excited to meet people like that.
A special camp expands to Maryland. The goal is to give kids a chance to forget their worries and just be a kid. But first, the Baltimore Ravens host a different kind of training camp for some special guests. Dozens of soldiers get a taste of the pro football life.
On most days, Rachel Weeding is stationed at Fort Detrick, focused on her mission as an E-2 specialist in the U.S. Space Force. But this day, her mission was about speed, agility, and teamwork thanks to the first ever USAA Salute to Service NFL boot camp with the Baltimore Ravens.
I was in shock, okay? Like, I was gone taking some classes, and I get back, and they're like, we're going to the Ravens. And I was, well, time to gear up. So threw my shoes on, and I got ready.
She joined 70 local service members for NFL-style challenges, like the 40-yard dash.
Should have took off and got a 5 flat.
Broad jump, QB arm challenge. There were even fast-paced reaction games for extra bragging rights.
Top dog, I don't care who I'm going against. I'm gonna win, my team's gonna win. We got this. They might say, oh, you're gonna get carried because I'm in a group of guys. I'm the best girl. Like, I'm not worried. I'm better than half of them anyway, so.
The winning team earns tickets to the Ravens' annual Salute to Service game, part of the USAA's nationwide effort to celebrate and thank our nation's military.
It's all about competition. It's all about the military. I mean, that's where USAA's focus is. Those that are currently serving and doing the things for our nation. And this is just a small representative of all the people serving around the world.
And while Rachel and her team didn't clinch the tickets to the game, a day to be thanked and train like the Ravens with the Raven coaches.
Nice tight turn, you got cleats on, there you go.
Is an experience she'll never forget.
Not saying that my job is like the worst thing in the world, but I'm just so glad to take a break, have some fun, be around some of the people I don't always see because we work days and nights and things like that. So it's good to be here.
In Owings Mills, Sierra Williams, WMAR 2 News.
Pickleball, it's one of the fastest growing sports in the country, and it's attracting people of all ages. I'm Maria Morales, and we met up with a Towson man who's proving you're never too old to pick up the paddle. They call him the Pickleball Patriarch. 91-year-old Daryl Edwards is the oldest competitor in the Baltimore County Department of Aging's Pickleball Palooza, a round-robin tournament for seniors being held this week. He's joined by friends from the Bicota Senior Center in Towson, where he took up the sport 4 years ago.
I can't go out and play tennis anymore, and I don't play softball, don't play baseball. It's wonderful exercise for a man of my age and condition.
Daryl's taking on players who are decades younger than him. He's teamed up with 62-year-old Pam Traynor. Tournament rules require the duo to compete in the younger players' age group.
I look like I maybe did pretty well for my age group. I have this young lady as a partner, so she drops me down, but we get along together.
He says his new hobby keeps him active and fit.
I have to be doing something. I move around a lot. If I was sitting at home watching television, I wouldn't be in the condition I'm in now. For me, somebody that's 90s, I think I do pretty well.
His daughters Cindy and Laura say they've seen the positive impact it's had on his health.
Pickleball has really helped that. It's helped him keep active. It also seems to help with his balance and coordination, and even a little bit with his reflex.
Daryl plays 4 days a week at the Senior Center. He also participates in the riding club and shoots pool. And afterwards, he goes out for a beer at his favorite bar, the Raven Inn.
I wouldn't have any social life if it wasn't for my family and the Senior Center. That's all I got.
Something his daughters say has become even more important since their mom died a few years ago.
They were best friends. They did so much together.
While Daryl and Pam didn't win their slot, he says he'll keep playing as long as he can get out on the court. In Cockeysville, Maria Morales, WMAR 2 News.
One of the greatest joys for many kids is going to summer camp, but that might not happen if your child is dealing with a major illness. Tonight, we take a look at one camp helping kids get treatment while still having fun.
Think back to summers as a kid, swinging on a rope into a cool river, jumping onto a hayride with your friends, running through the woods, raising a little hell. That's the vision actor Paul Newman had for kids dealing with serious illness. So he founded the Hole in the Wall Gang Camp in Ashford, Connecticut. And now they're expanding to Maryland.
Every single child, every single family that comes to camp, it is completely free of charge.
Chief of Programming Hillary Axmayer says tens of thousands of sick kids have been given the chance to experience the magic found in a place like this.
We have families that drive from D.C., Maryland, all around, all the way up to Connecticut to be able to access our services.
That's a long way. So this 170-acre property along the Wye River in Maryland will make it easier for Chesapeake families to attend camp. The estate was donated by the Houghton family. Hillary and her team are excitedly planning camp activities ranging from archery to crafts.
We will be able to open our doors first to family camps, which we are so excited about, in May of 2026.
This is a big deal. They're no scrappy band of outlaws like their name suggests.
It's not just the sick child that is impacted, it's the entire family.
The Hole in the Wall Gang Camp provides treatments on site.
One of our renovated buildings on site is a state-of-the-art, essentially a small hospital.
The team meticulously ensures all spaces are ADA compliant, and kids can continue treatments on site so they can get back to being a kid ASAP.
Everything that that child may need while they're here, whether they're with their family or during our independent camper programming, everything is going to be able to be accessed in that space.
Families are connected with the camp primarily through their healthcare providers, but you can reach out directly through their website.
So much thought and intention goes into making this work, all resulting in our campers and families having a magical experience where they
connecting with other kids and families dealing with the same challenges, and given a chance to just be a kid.
I feel so incredibly lucky. It's a real privilege to be able to do this work, and you see throughout the weekend their shoulders drop, the smiles come on their faces, watching them watch their children be happy and have fun. There's nothing better.
In Queenstown, Christy Harper, WMAR 2 News.
This fall, come break a leg.
It features 14 creameries and thousands of scoops of ice cream to choose from. I took a tour of Maryland's best ice cream trail. Check it out. Happy cow, happy customer. I'm gonna cheers myself. Cheers. We're kicking off the trail at Happy Cow Creamery in Carroll County.
The cows, they love being taken care of. They love being pampered.
Chip Savage comes from a long line of dairy farmers.
We enjoy the fact that the family all gets to work together for one.
His sons run the ice cream operation.
He picks the flavors. He rotates them weekly.
There we go. There we go. Next stop, Broom's Bloom Dairy in Bel Air.
This farm has been in our family since the early 1700s.
9 generations and family owned. Kate Dallum says the ice cream trail has brought in a lot of new customers from all over the state.
Oh, people are very excited about it. I've noticed it's something that grandparents do with their grandchildren.
Kate says it takes about 2.5 days to get the milk from the cow into the customer's hands.
It all happens here. We milk the cows.
I ordered 2 scoops of Blue Moon and lemon.
Lemon heads in it, crushed lemon heads.
Kate! 10 out of 10. All right, I don't think I'm hitting all 14 stops, but let's head to Pregel Family Creamery in Baltimore County.
This is a vanilla milkshake with chocolate sauce. Real classic order.
The farm has been in the family for 6 generations.
The ice cream trail in particular definitely gives
us a boost.
The Pringle family came from Germany, started as sharecroppers, and eventually bought the land.
So what makes it so special is you can actually see where your food's coming from. Our farmers are all around here at all times. You can grab one, talk to one.
I'm committed, y'all. Time now for a scoop at Keys Creamery in Harford County.
I love our peppermint chip. It is something that you can't go wrong with.
Just like their long list of rotating flavors, Keys Creamery has gone through some changes over the years.
Dairy farming in general is a tough industry to be in. Exhibit A right here, we wanted to continue doing it, but the landowner decided it wasn't what they needed.
Their family owned about 100 cows, but had to sell due to development on the land. Now they use milk from Long Acres Dairy right next door. Megan says the ice cream trail helps to keep business flowing.
I feel like we're getting a lot of traction with it. We've been with the trail since the beginning.
But despite the changes, Megan and her family says it's been a joy to keep serving customers and come up with new flavors.
The cow's feet and the goose feathers, that was my parents. I don't know how they came up with that, but it stuck.
Final stop for me is Brown Cow Creamery in Mount Airy.
We have a peach for the summer and we do a pumpkin and an apple in the fall.
Black raspberry, ginger, orange dreamsicle.
We also have a little internal competition between the creameries to see who's checked in the most, so it's been really fun seeing how many check-ins that we've gotten this summer.
But Lori says the best part is keeping the consumer dollar in the farmer's pocket.
There's a kick to it. There's a peach butter in it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's what it's like buttery. Let me go tell the cows I said thank you. If you have stories you'd like us to cover, we want to hear from you. You can email us at storyideas@WMAR.com. And that's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to tune in again next week for your voice, your stories.